Okay then, so onwards with episode 2. I have used the seed that we got in the previous episode, and we now have 3 of each flask, which is cool. And we are going to be heading east, basically following this road that's on the map. It can be a little bit more difficult to see on the road here. And before you set off, don't make the mistake that I'm about to make and make sure it is daytime. To do this, go to your pastime part just here, just in case somebody needs me to show where that is. So it is the top option whilst you're resting there at the site of grace, and then we can be on our way. We'll follow this road, which is almost visible just here, pretty much straight to the east, and we'll see a shack on the right hand side. We'll try and keep an eye out for crafting materials on the way. We have things here that can heal torrent if it takes damage. Be careful of this guy because he does have like a fairly quick dash with his attacks, and we can already see the next site of Lost Grace, which is where we're heading to. Be careful if you come here at night, you can get invaded, and there can also be a giant death bird flying around, but we don't want to interact with any of that if we can at all help it. So the site of Lost Grace rested at, we're going to go ahead and speak to this guy, go ahead and exhaust his dialogue. Our faith obviously holds true. Yes. And now you can see a shop with a load of Ashes of War. Handy if you want to just go straight up purchase them.
Floating your boat. Well,
now we're good. No... we don't even have the runes for you, sir. Wow, I'm struggling to jump out of the way. Nothing else around here. And then we are basically going to continue along the same road to the east, which is where we're going to grab our shield very shortly. Now, this character specifically can't use it right now because I need to have strength 10. So that's obviously going to be the first stat that we level up here. So we're going to come around to this left-hand side. Jump on off the horse because we don't want to attract any attention. Be sure to collect these mushrooms if you do want to make fire bombs, because it's between those and just get out of the way, buddy. Get out of the way. Stick you down. I don't want nothing to sneak up on me. That chest right there that you can see right in front of me is where our item is. And we're good. See you later, alligators. You don't want nothing to do with you. I was so close with that point. Cool. Just so you know, during the animation of mounting your horse, usually you have good iframes, although that must have got me right at the end of it. And then we're going to continue heading east. Gathering everything as we go, because we are complete and utter kleptomaniacs. Now, you guys can go on up there if you wish to. I'll show you way up there in a second. I just want to make sure we get this site of Lost Grace before anything goes wrong. Cool, so with that rest of that, let's get back on torrent. But being as we are currently on a quest of basically improving stuff and unlocking loads of stuff, this really isn't important, but you can basically just jump your way up there. There'll be a big pot boy. Hit him with whichever weapon you have. Like he says he wants to get hit by something like big and heavy, which makes it sound like you need like a big club or something. But it will work with daggers, fists, or whatever else you want to hit the guy with. It just might take a little bit longer. It's fine. We're not going to deal with this guy right now. Instead, we're just going to pass straight on by and grab these smithing stones, which will allow us to upgrade a weapon now. And then we have a new NPC here that actually has a very important cookbook, because this will allow you to create poison arrows for your bow. But instead of grabbing that right now, we are going to head down this way. Should come across a site of Lost Grace on the right side. Wherever you are. Here we go. This is one of those bits where I could chop it out, but I feel like people want to be able to run along with it. So we're going to go ahead and rest this piece of Lost Grace. Once that's done, we're back on torrent and we're going to head to the right. We're not going to bother with any of the enemies here, but we are going to grab a rather cool item, which we're going to equip immediately, which will increase the speed at which our stamina recovers, which is quite monumentally useful. So just going to come around the right hand side here, and we should see a little turtle. Where are you? I've gone too far. There it is. And jump off. Use the key that we just had. And then we go down here. Now the cool thing is, the turtle neck, which will drop from these if you kill them, also gives you allows you to craft an item which will increase your stamina recovery. So this place is just all of the extra stamina. Really, really useful. Should all stack as well, so I'll have that on now. And then we can leave. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Now I'm pretty much going to head straight south. I don't know how easy it is to see everything without the map right now, but we have a couple of things that we want to see just down here. But we're basically going to head to this corner. And that is the church. We got that right. That's good. So we're just going to come down this way. And I'll show you something about these once we get down to the bottom. But for now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to loot all of this, which is basically just lots of rune items. So if you guys want to use these to level up, you can use them whatever you want. I'm just going to keep them all banked for now. Got a significant power up here. You should get a good few thousand echoes out of it. I keep saying echoes because it's runes and we're in Elden Ring. It's weird that it's echoes and not souls that I'm mixing up with, but that's the way that's working. And then we need to come over this way, so we can drop down here. And then come over this way. If you drop down on one of these, it means you won't die. It'll also allow you to get straight back up there, as we said earlier. So this is a white one. This will give us an Ash of War. So we'll get this now. Sacred Blade. It's good if you've got a faith build going on, because it'll change the scaling of the weapon. We'll talk about that more later. We don't have the actual item to equip it yet. But in here is going to be another cool item which we're going to want, as well as another Sight of Grace, which is our customizable potion. And we should get, yeah, Crimson Crystal Tear and the Physic. Yeah, that's right. So we're going to rest at this Sight of Lost Grace. And then collect this tier just here, which increases the amount that our flasks will recover. So from here then, there is a super sneaky little bit that we can go into, which is just down the back here. And through this. Greyroll's Dragon Barrow, as it's called. So you can come in here and unlock this point of grace, which we're going to rest at now, and this should get us our invite to the hub area. We're not going to visit that just yet. We're going to save that for now. Yep, here we go.
Forgive me to deter if you had. It seems
and this is a 100% way to get in there. Ordinarily, I think you have to like defeat 3 bosses or go through so many dungeons or something else, but this makes her definitely appear, which is handy. So this is the round table hold, but we'll save that for another time. Again, all of the story stuff and everything else that happens here is not the remit of this video. So we're going to go back to Church of Merika, and we're going to head south using the trick we did before to get the map fragment. So you'll see here, look, we can mark this, and that is where the map fragment is going to be. It's going to reveal the rest of this part of the map here, which is going to be mega helpful. So we're going to do that right now. So just mount onto here. It's pretty much as easy as, let me just remove some of these. There we go, just had to remove some markers, otherwise we can get confused. But it's pretty much as easy as just coming down to the south, follow the road pretty much if you want to. There are a couple of dangerous enemies down here that we just need to be aware of. Some rather large-looking bears, but for the most part, they're probably not gonna bother us. There's a good amount of stuff we can get down here, so it's way worth the run. Come on. Keep an eye out for these little tree things. Usually, like it'll have like a weird ghost/apparition thing, and it'll show you where something important is. When I hit that one, it showed me where the map point was. And as you can see, it's going to be right here on this. We're going to nip across for this here, which is a cookbook. And then we're going to just head up to the left. Alright, up to the left. Where is it? Should be pretty obvious. Ash of War. And then we want the... Where is it? There it is. Erd Tree. This is going to give us some cool tiers for our Wondrous Flask that we just got, which is very nice. And that means we are pretty much ready to head south. It's probably a good idea to visit the ruin. So actually, yeah, we'll do that. I've changed my mind on something. I was going to leave it, but this is useful because it'll give us a gesture. So basically, if we just go in here, we don't need to fight the big bear. We just need to go in. Wow, I can't believe it's still asleep. Let me off. Get in here, roll out of its way before it one-shots me and I have to restart everything. So we're going here. Oh, we should have snuck because there is some loot upstairs, actually. Grab this. Careful of some of these chests if you happen to go exploring on your own. Some of them can transport you to like faraway places, which can be kind of crazy. If we wait here long enough, it will fall back to sleep again. Right now, it's probably waiting directly on top of me. We just need to get out of the way. It is pretty quick, so you have to be careful here. Oh no, it's going back to sleep. That's good. Cool. Okay. As soon as that's the case, we'll go ahead and grab the loot that's in the tower. So the reason that sounds like not quite a wolf is because there's a dude up there. Whoa, dude! I thought you were asleep. He's gonna kill me now. So come in here for the smithing stones, then we'll leave. Come on. We're good, thank you. We're good. Oh look, got a skull. Several skulls. Good thing is Torrent just runs over them and opens them up, so that's real handy. Okay, so with that done, we can now head further south. So we want to head, I believe it's about here. There should be a Sign of Grace. About here, we're going to get another seed, and then we're going to go to this graveyard. And this is the trick that I wanted to show you guys. We were over here. So those were the graves that we looted earlier on. Wherever you see these groups of graves, they're always going to have basically unguarded runes. So we're going to head to the south now to get some more. There's really not much for me to say. I really wish that, I don't know, I was better at making stuff up to say. There's the site of Lost Grace. I was a little bit off. It's fine. It was enough of a guide. So with that done, so with that rest of that, hopefully that went about right. Hope I haven't just completely ruined the episode. We will be going up this way. So that's kind of cool here because you'll see that enemies will be fighting each other. Be careful because there's a bolt thrower here, I think. It can get you pretty nastily if you're not careful. We're just here for this. And then we're going straight back off again. I like to get the grace first, even though maybe it's more efficient to not. But I'd rather have the grace in case we die. So I'll take that waypoint off. Oh no, apparently that one took itself off. And then we're going to head over this way to where the graves are. Strange they don't kind of pop in. I guess they had to make some sacrifices to make the game run at a nice set of frames. Looks like we're going to have some company over here. There isn't usually wolves here. It's kind of interesting. It's like, well, fine. You really want it? It's a big one. But if you're going to stay out there, you're not going to win this fight. Come on. Where are you? I can see you there. Ouch. Wasn't really intending to fight very much on this episode, but I guess we're going to have to do it a little bit. And here we are again. Plenty of loot. Oh wow, the wolves just keep coming. And they keep on coming, and they keep on coming. These are really susceptible to the counter-attack, by the way. I feel like I should show this. Come on. Just knocks them straight down, so you can wail on them. So if you don't happen to have spells or bow or anything like that to take them out of range, still shouldn't be too much of an issue. Are you aggro? Oh my god, how many wolves will I keep coming? I didn't want to make you all go extinct this episode. Like, dang. So that is all of those done. Yes, all of those done. The question is, which direction do I want to use next? I can't actually use the map to fast travel right now. That's because there's another one there. Wow! Do you have to keep going, sir? Oh, you missed. I'm gonna die now. Something silly. Come on. I'm not supposed to be in combat, that's why. A lot of damage is passing through because we don't have the ability to use a big shield. Oh, and because we defeat a big group of enemies, we get our stuff restored. How lovely. 1 second. Okay then, so back on Torrent. I was just confirming with my notes kind of which direction we wanted to go next. Is that going to be one that gives me runes? No. So we want to come along this wall just here, and we'll see that there is a... I don't know what to call it, an airlift, spirit lift, which is going to take us to another gravesite. I should have refreshed it back to morning, because bats can spawn up here, and they're a pain in the ass. Where are we? And we are going to go straight to these graves. Ooh. Now, technically speaking, there's a boss there, which will unlock a Site of Lost Grace for us, but I'd rather have one closer in case we lose the boss fight, so we're going to unlock that first. And then we are going to grab this. Look at these wolves. Excuse me, sir. Can you not? Why so many? Leave me alone! Right. Where was it? There. More golden runes, more golden runes. It's going to be real handy for like when we get to NPCs that we need to buy stuff from. Okay, so now pretty safe. So, Site of Lost Grace should be around here-ish. Which is where we're going to go next. What are we on? 17 minutes, we're doing good. We are smashing through it. Careful of the crabs down there. That is not one crab, it's going to be more like 4 or 5, and it is lethal. There's an actual water grab over there as well, but we'll deal with that later on. It's not really essential for us right now. Where is it? There it is. Let's rest at that. Okay, so back on Torrent, and our next target is this building here at the back. Now we're going to go along this little road just here, which is going to have a little air tunnel on it, and that is going to allow us to get around the back of a lot of enemies that are otherwise over there. We can see it swirling now already, look. This is going to get us a scroll. It's not essential right now, but when we actually go ahead and unlock the NPC that I want us to unlock, which will probably be the start of the next episode at this point. It'll just be convenient for us to have it. Come on, up we go. Here we go. Go ahead up here, we grab this. Starlight shards. And then we're going to go ahead and just jump across this way. Don't worry too much if stuff starts shooting at you. I guess we could take you on. Ooh. I have no clue as to whether or not he can drop his staff. I really haven't killed him often enough to know if that's the case. Oh, it's the crab boots though. That's kind of cool. So yeah, now we can get back on there. I guess at this point we might as well head south across the bridge so that we are closer to that for the end of the episode. If we make this somewhat similar in length to the last one, we may even reach another seed. So we're going to go over there onto the wind tunnel. So this next bit is a bit where you could die, so just be careful about that. There is a bolt thrower, which you can see just there, and it has absurd tracking if it happens to see you early. So we're just going to like run around here like this. Oh my god, and it explodes. Of course it does. Didn't even realise it exploded as well as hit you, which is probably why it one-shots you. Once you pass it out, you're pretty much safe. Swordstone key, and we're going to come over to the right-hand side for the next point of grace. So once we're here then, to the left I guess you would say from where we were heading, we have another NPC just here. We're going to leave her now. Leave her for now. This is going to be a later on thing. Instead we're just going to head on down. It's up to you whether or not you want to clear all this out right now. I don't even know whether or not we're going to include like defeating all of this in the walkthrough. We've got a big giant boy here, some soldiers all over the place that are all kind of forlorn because there's kind of a battle / war going on. We're going to cheekily collect all of the loot though as we ring through. It's up to you guys whether or not you want to take this risk. You could have just gone like kind of along the left hand side, not encountered any of it, but it's so easy to take, I don't know why I wouldn't. Another Ash of Lost War, mighty shot, good for your bow. Take care that it's not nighttime up here because there can be like a boss style night right here, which is going to be particularly nasty. Be careful. And the rest of this. So yeah, we are going to get an extra spell slot and a map fragment and a seed right now. So I don't actually even need to mark this on the map because it's pretty easy. You just need to be careful not to get shot because there is going to be a giant archer at the end of here. It's not too difficult to deal with. It actually generally is a bit damaged as well. So right now I'm going to head straight to this column here, as you can see, or might have guessed. This is going to give us the map fragment. From here, this guy can start shooting at you, so just be quick. There we go, look. And then we're going to head up straight on the left side. Just this way. Just this way. Keep going. Oh, is he still shooting at me? That means he might shoot when I'm getting the seed. But it's worth it. Even if we die, it's worth it. Seed. Let's get out of here. I got everything I want. I'm sorry, my dude. You ain't getting me today. Hopefully. I'm trying to run somewhere close to where that is. Look, so hopefully it hits the thing instead of me. Once we're past here, we're pretty much home free. We'll take a right look just in case he's still annoyed at us, you might say. Being as we've still got a couple of minutes left, we're going to rest again, make sure he's reset, back on target. We're going to go up this air tunnel just here. And I don't know if we actually need to read the sign or not for them to appear. I guess we do. Okay. I didn't test it beforehand. So we're going to come around to the front. There is a little message. I guess looking at this now it's pretty obvious that they're not spawned. So we'll go ahead and we'll activate this. 6 few wise beasts. Now we'll have 1. The other one should be just here. 2. And the other one is going to be in the pool of water where it was just a second ago. I don't know if there's an easy way to tell that it's there. I found it because there was loads of messages. So there we go. I guess you see the splash. And now we can enter the tower, which basically gives us an extra spell slot. So we're going to go on inside. Go on inside. We are going to skip up the ladder because this will be long otherwise. Cool. So here we are. Up the ladder. The stairs. And boom. 3rd spell slot. So spell slots in this. Anybody coming over from Dark Souls are related to items, not related to what's it called in this? We don't have an attunement slot. It's mined instead, and that just affects FP. Pretty much every build is going to want FP, so I don't know what the breakpoint for FP is going to be on most builds. I feel like that's going to be a bit of an equalizer for casters in general, because usually I feel like casters get stuffed because they have to use attunement, and no one else does. Whereas this game seems to encourage that way more. So now we can see way more stuff around here. Not too much in the way of graves along here, as you can see, but there is a set over here on the west. And there are several things we want to collect over here. We're going to be going there, we're going to be going there, we're going to be going there, 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 there. I haven't got enough waypoints. Should we do that in the next episode, or should we do you in the next episode? Well, I'll have a think. I'll catch you guys again soon, and I'll decide where I think we should go next up.